Hello, and welcome back to my channel, Making It Fabulous by Colleen. Today, I've already started my face makeup. I thought I would make this video a little shorter than usual when I do a full face. I started off with the Tatcha primer. And I put that all over my face and let that sink in for just a little bit. And then I went and put some concealer, some Kosas concealer on my eyelids, and I haven't said it yet, but I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury, the lightest powder that I have. I'll link it below. I can't see what the name of it is, just to set those eyelids and bring it down a little bit. I did put some concealer on underneath my eyes as well. And then I went in with the L'Oreal Nude Match. This is the original. I don't have the one with the pump yet. L'Oreal True Match, and it has hyaluronic acid. I've used this before. I really love it. This color, you can see I've got a little bit of a tan going. Not too much, but I feel like it was a little bit too light for me. So I then went in with the Neutrogena Anti-Aging Perfector Light to Natural number 30. And I put that on the back of my hand and mixed them together. And this has a little bit of SPF in it, so I really like it. But it just darkened it up just a little bit. But these two combinations really work very well for me. And if that happens to you, if your foundation is too light or even too dark, then get a mix and mix it together. This left a beautiful shine to my face. Today I'm drinking English breakfast loose leaf tea, and this is my mug. You're a dragon, be a dragon. So if you have watched Game of Thrones, you might know what this one's about. Be a dragon, you're a dragon, be a dragon. So love that show. If you've never watched Game of Thrones, it was on HBO and it's an awesome show, awesome. You know what, I think I could go back and rewatch that. I really liked it. Okay, so I haven't powdered my face yet. I just kind of put the foundation makeup on. Let me know what you think about me starting my makeup first and then coming in, so that it's not as long of a video, that it kind of cuts to the chase. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this Tatcha powder on and just kind of set, it has a little bit too much on there. I'm gonna set my under eyes by just pressing this in. I don't know if you've noticed in my last couple of videos, I have mentioned that my under eyes have been a little dry. So I am really trying to be careful about how much powder I put on underneath. But I like this particular powder for under my eyes. It does a really nice job at just sort of blurring it all together. And you can see I still have these dark circles going on underneath my eyes, and I don't know why. So again, just putting that in the T zone, and then I am going to use some of my Kosas settings powder, and this is in Comfy, and it is Cloud Set. I'm going to go in with this large brush and just powder my face just a little tiny bit. Okay, so now I am ready for my bronzer and my highlight. So that's looking really good. Okay, press that in with my beaky sponge. I'm going to go in, this is a little pricey. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Look in a Palette, Sunset Dreamscape. This I have had for quite a while, and I really love this palette. It has a bronzer, a blush, a eyeshadow, but you can use these different colors for multiple things. So I'm gonna go in with my largest brush, and I'm gonna take a little bit, and this is the bronzer. I'm going to put it on my brow bone, and just work that in. Today, you can see I have a peach colored shirt on, and so I like to, this will tie everything in together. So I'll be using that bronzer on my face, but you can see this really does a nice job at, I'm gonna bring it down my nose, whatever's left on that brush. So I'm gonna sculpt that nose a little bit. I like to use products in multiple places so that they really can blend together nicely. It gives it a nice look on the face. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna do. I don't know if you've ever seen this technique, but it gives a nice little shadow and it helps to sculpt that nose. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the BK Beauty. This is a little bit of an angled brush, and this is the 205. I'm going to first go into this sort of deeper shade, and I'm going to tap that on the outer V. This brush really does a nice job at helping to do an outer V very nice. So you can see it's a little bit darker than the bronzer that I used on the brow bone. It just gives that outer corner a little definition. And I'm just tapping it. Tap, tap, tap. This is such a pretty palette. I absolutely love it. It is so easy to blend these shades. It's kind of a no-fail look for me. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this and just put it on the inner part of my lid. I'm now gonna go in using that same brush, and I'm going to go into this peachy color, and I'm gonna just put that on the center of my lid. Just tap, tap, tap. See how pretty and natural that is? Okay, loving that. I'm gonna take a clean brush, this fluffy brush that I used for the powder, and I'm gonna go into, this will be what I use on the highlight on my face. I'm just gonna put that lightly under my brows. Again, tying this whole look in together. As I said, this is a pricey palette. However, when it can do all of these different things, to me, it's worth it. When I travel, I like to take this with me because you can see it's just a really nice palette. I am now gonna go in with the bronzer, and I'm going to just put that on my cheeks. Bit more. And then I'm gonna just dip right into what I used on the center of my lashes, which it's really a blush. So I'm gonna use it as a blush. Bring it across. Isn't that pretty? And again, it's that little peachy shade. So I think it looks great. Everything ties in together nicely, doesn't it? You can also take this, or either one of them, and put it on your lips. I'm not gonna do that today because I do have another lip product that I want to use. I'm then gonna go in with a, let's see if I can find, I'm gonna go in, this is Real Techniques, and I'm gonna go into that same highlighter that I used on underneath my brow bone. Just put a little bit of highlighter here, put a little bit down my nose, give myself a little blessing. put it right there. Okay, that is it for the face. What do you think? I'm really loving that. Now, today I have a whole bunch of things going on, so I definitely need this to last. I am going to put the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Setting Spray on. You know I love that so much. Grab my fan and just press that in. Go over my smile lines and make sure it's all pressed in there nicely. Okay, next up I'm just gonna put a little bit of eyeliner on. I'm just gonna put that right on. These are all sort of my favorites, a lot of them. I'm going to use the Tarte Man-Eater mascara. I like this mascara. It has a plastic or a rubber applicator, so I'm just gonna go right in with it. Hopefully you can see this is the mascara on the top lashes and without. So you can see it definitely gives me a nice length. Okay, now my top lashes are done. I'm gonna go in with the same shade that we used in the outer corner and just line my bottom lashes, or my bottom with this. And I'm just gonna go halfway in because I do have some of that highlighter on my bottom, right in the middle. And tying them both together, putting it on halfway, and then feathering it up to the top. Okay, so this is the NYX. This is NYX Lift and Snatch. And what this does is really has a fine tip and it gives great hair-like strokes. Just like to use a little bit of it. Any patches that I have or any of the powder that I may have left over in my brows. I'm gonna go in with the Milani Suede Vinyl Ink lip product. I love these so much. I don't even use a liner when I'm using these. This is in shade 15, Peachy, keeping with the peach theme. Oops. While that's drying down, I'm going to put a little bit more of the setting spray on. Blend everything together. So what did you think of today's look? I really like it. Let me know how you like just doing sort of part of the face, not the whole thing, the eyes and the face. I feel like some of my videos, the shorter ones, I seem to watch it all the way through. So this is kind of a combination, still showing you what I'm using, but speeding it up. Put a little more of that on. Once that dries down, I'm then gonna put in or on the NYX This Is Milk, and it's just a nice little glow. It has a nice little sheen to it, so I'll let that dry down. I love this, everything that I used. I haven't used this Man-Eater by Tarte mascara in a minute, and I like it. I really think that it does a nice job at probably more volume than length, but I think it did a really nice job. Of course, my Kosas concealer with the Cloud Set powder over it, loving it. But the star of the show, of course, is this palette. Again, by Charlotte Tilbury, again, kind of pricey, but I get everything in there. The highlighter, the bronzer, the blush, the eyeshadow. So using all of that to sort of tie it in together, I think makes a lot of sense. So I hope that you enjoyed this look today and that you will give some of these products a try, or that maybe you have some of these products that are very similar, that hopefully this gives you a couple of ideas of things to try, but tying everything in together with the bronzer, putting it on your brow bone. I think that it's just really nice to tie it in together, and it's nice to have sort of a peachy color top with this eye look. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.